All right, everybody. This is an exciting time for us at EOS. Really excited about deco panels. I've been in this backlighting business now for quite some time, about 15 years. And in this time, we've done a lot of work backlighting other people's metal. We've been backlighting so much metal. And what we usually find that comes up is we get inundated with questions multiple times about how to install it because there's multiple parties that are buying the product, designing it, speccing it, installing it, and purchasing it. And typically you have to have multiple parties that you have to coordinate. Number one, the vendors who are going to supply it, us, the light panels, the metal supplier, as well as the contractor who's going to install it, and the electrician who's going to go ahead and wire it. And we're going to take all of that guesswork out, and we're going to make one simple, open the box solution. So I'd like to welcome you all to EOS Deco Panels. This is something that we started this path, I want to say back in 2018. It took about 4 trips to Asia to put together our supply chain, to make sure, number one, that we got reliable vendors, we got good vendors, everyone can play well together in the sandbox, we can launch it. And so what we're looking at right here on my screen, if you guys can see it, this is our introduction page, right? This is a wall that we have here in our office in our west wing of the EOS building. This is a custom shape wall where we got 5 panels, about 10 feet tall on the left side, about 4 feet wide. These are powder coated in EOS navy blue. We had this bubble pattern that we thought was a lot of fun. And these are RGBW and 6000K. And you can see what these things look like on the left where they're off, which still looks a little dull, but it's they really look fantastic when they're off. When you light them up, it's a whole nother ball game. And we picked the color magenta here. And we got other photos here of what it looks like. So let's go ahead and let's get this party started. What are Deco Light Panel Complete Solutions? So Deco Light Panels is the latest in a series of EOS complete solutions that are made to order at our factory and arrive at a job site ready to install, right? No partial assembly required, right? Just unpack and hang these beautifully textured backlit metallic sheets. So as you can see in here, we have a frame that holds everything together, and then we have these nice decorative metals. And let me show you how this thing kind of comes together in the anatomy of this product. So as you can see here, at the heart of it is the EOS light panel, right? That is the centerpiece of most of our projects, most of our products here. It is put into a frame. We put a nice opal diffuser over our light panel, so we hide out our light web technology, so we're not showing off the pattern that carries the light all the way to the middle of the panel. Then your choice of metal sheet is going to go above it. Now, in this particular image, one thing I want you to know is that this metal sheet actually goes into the top frame assembly. So for all of our reps out there who received well, it's not the inspiration kit, it's our Deco Panels called inspiration kit. When you take off the top piece, there's a little lip on the inside. And in that lip is where the actual metal goes when it actually is produced. This is again, just open the crate, pull out the fixture. We have, beautifully powder coated the frame. We powder coat the metal. Everything is together in one assembled solution. This is fantastic for hospitality, for residential, for commercial, for retail, a lot of commercial spaces. We do a lot of work, backlight metal in commercial and hospitality. Healthcare is another one. Branding. These are indoor and outdoor rated, no problem at all. Let's talk about some of the patterns that we have here. So we went way out of our way to put together a series, multiple series. The abstract series is right here. We have the Geo series. We have multiple series. I'm going to go through here with you guys real quick. All these are located on our website, on the spec brochures, and these are examples that we already have that we can instantly produce, and then all of our quoting, you're going to see what this is going to kind of look like. Again, as you all know, anyone who's requested quotes from EOS, you guys always get shop drawings from us at the time of quotation. Always, right? There's never ever you're gonna hear the words "imagine this" come out of anybody from here at EOS, right? So we have all these different patterns that we can show. So this is our abstract series right here. Here's our classic series, right? And again, all these are on the website and on our brochure and on all of our spec materials. Here's the Geo series. This is one of my personal favorites. The Linear series, the Mystic series, the Nature series. This is also quite awesome. There's a rose one in there, N7. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The Pop series, right? And then the other thing is simple perforated metal, honeycomb shape and classic round shape, right? These are for us a big deal, right? Because we do, I mean, perf metal is everywhere. I don't know if anyone's been out here to SoFi Stadium in LA. You know, they got this big, beautiful $5 billion stadium. It's actually three pieces. The stadium, there's the bowl that everybody sits in. There's like a moat that goes around it that's supposed to protect the stadium from earthquakes, from moving around. And then they have a huge canopy that goes over the whole thing. And the whole canopy is perf metal, right? Perf metal is everywhere. I've been doing this for so long, you can never get sick of it. And one of the biggest things that we found before in the past metal companies who are trying to get into lighting. And I gotta say, that really just didn't sit well with me, because we're in the LED lighting business, right? We're dealing with electronics. We're dealing with highly sophisticated drivers, right? This is not just take a fluorescent light or a light bulb and stick it in and put something in front of it, right? The lighting is actually probably the most complex part, and the easier part for us is going to be the metals. So we went ahead, we put together the team, we went ahead, we sourced, we looked at all of our competitors out there, we looked at all the metal companies that were trying to get into space, and we put together what we call the silver bullet. All right, we're going to take them all out. All right. Now, one of the best things is colors, right? In the world of design, and we do so much work with interior designers and architects, that we know that one of the biggest questions that always come up is, what's the finish? How's the finish going to look like, right? So all the finishes, you know, are in semi-gloss, right? And they're black, gold, white, wine, and navy. There's a copper, beautiful copper, gray. We have a naked, aluminum, brushed aluminum, graphite, and a cream color. Absolutely stunning. One of the other questions that we're going to get a lot of here is, how do these things mount? That's where we take a lot of the guesswork out. So there's these beautiful, beautiful devices called French cleats. Love these things, right? We mount them on the back of our deco panel, and then you have the actual corresponding piece for the cleat to click into, that's going to be mounted on the wall. All this at the time of spec is going to be designed. You're going to know what your overall sizes of the profile of not just the deco panel, from all the outside dims. You're going to know what pattern you're going to have. You're going to know what color temperature you're going to have, or what your options are. And then you're also going to know where these things are going to mount on the back. So that way, there's all those questions get eliminated at the time of spec. Where is everything going to go? So that way we don't have to have contractors calling us, hey, what do I do with this, right? Everything's going to be detailed, and we'll still get calls. We'll still get calls. We know we love our contractors, and they're always going to give us questions of, how do I install this? But again, these will be attached across the width of the panel at appropriate height and intervals, right? So based on size, if it's a landscape fixture, right, it's going to be on the top and on the bottom. If we absolutely need to put a crossbar in the middle, we will. When we go tall, we're definitely going to have crossbars going across. Again, all this is going to be noted in the design spec. All right. And then here's the corresponding French cleats that are going to be mounted to the wall. I do not recommend mounting French cleats in preparation for these to arrive until everything arrives on site. Sometimes, some of these wall conditions are going to be tricky. You might find that the drywall might actually kind of bubble back in. You might have like the studs in the wall that are kind of sticking out a little bit. So you got to make sure that you're going to get the French cleats, the corresponding French cleats, and the ones that are mounted to the fixture in one crate. You're going to pull out the French cleats. You're going to take your measurements. You're going to compare them to what's on the spec sheet or on the actual spec document that you guys receive, and the drawing. And then you're going to go ahead and have the contractors mount it to the wall, and then they're going to put these things right on. It's all about easy install. It's all about, less confusion at the job site when everything arrives in the field. So here's the actual wall again from our Deco LightPanel install here in our west wing of the EOS Light headquarters in beautiful Torrance, California. here are some examples of jobs that EOS has done in the past where we've backlit, stencil cut, perf metal. This is a beautiful job that we did at the Hotel Luna in Midtown Manhattan, right next to Bryant Park. So this is a restaurant again where we supplied a panel, we supplied the diffuser, they supplied the metal. Now we can do the whole thing. While I'm on this slide, one thing I do want to bring up is we do have the ability to do custom metal designs. So if anybody has like any special branding requirements, or maybe you want to make your own design, no problem. We can definitely do that. We have multiple abilities to be able to cut out and do stencil cut material based on a brand or a specific design. If you guys want to get artistic like this, go for it. Go for it. We're here. Here's another photo of that beautiful restaurant. Here's a ceiling job. This is actually at San Manuel Casino out here in Southern California. This was a great job. They had the metal and they had the ceiling fixtures. They had no idea how they were going to light it up. They were trying linear fixtures along the perimeter and they were getting big dead spot in the middle. And we solved it with our light panel system. And again, this would have been a good job to incorporate a Deco light panel complete solution, because they had the contractor and the metal designer had to kind of get together to figure out how these things are going to be installed. And it took a lot of coordination and took a lot of time. And with Deco light panels and with the solution we're putting together, one of the biggest goals is to reduce installation time and reduce installation confusion. This is a beautiful wall we did in Midtown Manhattan. And again, this is EOS backlighting, special stencil cut decorative metal. Again, this has been doing this for so long that this is within our wheelhouse. And this is something that we really, really, really can crush it with. Here's a job that we did. This is a Starbucks at the Palazzo in Little Las Vegas. Again, we're backlighting a metal screen. This we use our curved panels on. We're working on that. I don't think we're there yet for the curved yet. But if we have a job, we can definitely try to see what we can do to make it happen. And let's see here. What else, everybody? This is an old job, an oldie but a goodie, where we actually use the metal and then we use light panels on the top and the bottom to kind of fill in this empty space of light. This was a really good job, and also in Manhattan. The Deco light panels can be used also as a building material without the light panels. So we got metals, we got great designs, we got great vendors. We all know how great EOS customer service is. We all love it. So we can always be there for you with the Deco light panels if you don't want to put in lighting, but come on. It looks so much better when it's backlit. Come on. All right, here's some more images. We are going to be coming out with some other products coming down the line in the next few months. And also there are other materials, that we can always do as well. So this is the EOS Deco Light Panels, complete decorative light panel solutions. We are super, super, super excited about this. We'll go ahead, we'll send out a link to everybody of the unboxing video for the actual demo kit that got sent out to all the reps. Please call your rep and request to have this thing brought into your office. It's absolutely fantastic, and it gave you a good example of how this whole thing comes together. Anybody have any questions? Can we do ceiling examples? Yes, we can do ceiling. We would mount it with using aircraft cable pendants instead of using the French cleat system. We would also want to make sure that we're going to secure the metal to the light panel in the middle to make sure the metal is thick. It's about 3 millimeter thick metal, and it's very rigid. But we're still going to make sure that there's no sagging ever, and everything's going to be connected as one. But yes, we can definitely do ceiling jobs 100%. I think our max size in these things is about 10 feet by 4 feet right now. And again, we have 11 different colors that we can go ahead and we can custom paint these for, no problem. And if you have your own color that you want us to, to powder coat the profile of the metal for, we have an RAL book, no problem. We can go through the RAL book with you and pick out that custom color, make a quick swatch, get approval on it, And once we have an approval, then we can go ahead and we can push this thing through. But it's really, 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 really exciting. Scott's asking about the square foot price range for the system. So just like our light panels, right? The smaller the panel, the higher the price per square foot. The bigger the panel, the lower the price per square foot. So it does range. Typically, a Deco panel is going to be a 40% upcharge on top of our light panel system. And I do recommend, if you have a project, you have any questions, please just send it over to us. Let's quote it up. When in doubt, ask for a quote. We will definitely 100% take care of you. Hey, Matt, did you say the type of metal and then the paint method is? What's the finish life expectancy outdoor? You know what? That's an excellent question, Matt. We are using, we are powder coating. Let me get a definitive number for you there. I want to say this, that, I do believe that outdoor expectancy is going to vary in different areas. Like if you've got something at the beach versus something in Chicago, you're definitely going to have different elements hitting the metal. But we are going to be putting through a weatherproof powder coating for sure. We're going to go ahead and send this link to everybody, but I want you to see the kit that's going to come out. Everybody has already received now. And there's a nice, beautiful demonstration kit so you can see how it looks, how it comes together, and really be able to physically touch this thing. And then you'll also see the swatches that are here as well. You'll see how the entire assembly of this Deco system works. These are the French cleats, by the way. And behind the video, you can see that's our beautiful wall that we have as well. All right, everybody. So that is EOS Deco LightPanel system. We are extremely excited about the future with this product. We've always had a very strong response to new products that we've launched. Light paper, night and day. It's amazing how much response we have with light paper. The Aura Complete Solution, we're starting to get a lot of projects with the Aura. All your reps out there, you guys are going to be getting shortly, I would say before the turn of the year, a color Aura sample as well. Chris got a question. Can you UV print the light screen or print the metal sheet as well? We're typically powder coating, but if we need to do a print on it, I need to get back to you on that one, Chris. I don't have an answer for you on that one. I wish I did. That's an excellent question. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that our engineering team sits down with our team overseas to make sure that we can print on it. And Chris, if you have any examples of what you can, of something that you're referring to, if you can do me a favor, send it over to me, that'd be awesome. Love to have that so we can use that as an example. Scott, at the end of the day, I mean, like the pricing, just like our light panels, I mean, we do not like giving out like a standard range of pricing on it, because pricing does range on the type of lighting that we're using, where, you know, if there's a custom color on it, the size and the shape, right? If we're doing 100 square feet, 100 square feet could be, you know, it could be like, you know, some 10 by 10s or some 10 by 5s, and it could also be 5 by 5. So if you have like an actual project, let's just give you a quote, man. I just much rather put together a quote. We put together the system so that way we can crank out quotes quickly and accurately for you. Anybody has any more questions, please just reach out to us at quotes@eoslight.com. We're really excited about this new product line. And again, we're looking forward to working with y'all. Thanks so much, everybody.